Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Kurt. Welcome back to Farlands or Bust, episode 669. This is the first time we're doing this. Wolfie, I'm sure, was exactly where I left him at the end of the last episode, which was episode 668. Don't you know? That's how that works. Getting rid of my residue, saying hello to the cows, grabbing Wolfie, and going... Boy, the sun sure is high up in the sky for me just literally waking up, isn't it, Wolfie? He wants to go west. Let's go west here in Minecraft Beta 1.7.3 for your Thursday, July 26th, 2018. We're back to recording this episode in front of a live Twitch audience. So, if you've already seen this on Twitch... Thank you, woof, says Wolfie. But if this is your first time seeing it on Twitch, or on YouTube, or listening to the podcast, welcome. Look at that sheep. Well, if you're listening to the podcast, I guess you can't look at that sheep. Sucks to be you. Yeah, let's continue on west here. We're still raising money for direct relief. Farlandserbust.com. Currently at $17,138.16. We passed the $17,000 threshold. Thank you, everybody. Continues to do so. Supporting our new, well, not new, but newer, our new cause. Great cause. Good cause. Good cause all around. Farlandserbust.com. And I've upped the ante. The ante has been upped. We all know that $50,000, we all know, you know, everybody should know, that the main season goal is $50,000 to raise for direct relief, and when we do, we finally hold the flobathon and press F3. Recently added 50% goal at $25,000, where I will build the Lego Saturn V as an homage to previous season goal of building the Lego Space Shuttle model for a charity kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? Incentive goal. But now I've added a 40%. Gosh darn it. Hold on one second. My antivirus wants me to buy the premium model, and I choose not to. And we're back. 40% at $20,000. Less than $3,000 away at $20,000. Y'all remember that Guinness World Records video that has twice as many views as any video on my entire channel, but that came out when I was in the 2015 Guinness World Records Gamers Edition for the longest journey in Minecraft. I don't at all have that memorized. There was a video that they produced, and everybody shared around, and I'm still actually getting new viewers and people finding the channel thanks to that video. Your friend Kurt J. Mac, still, 3 years later, has not once watched that video. I can't do it. It makes me nervous and very awkward and cringy. There's a lot of self-inflicted cringe relating around that video, and I can't do it. But I could do it, and will do it now, if we raise $20,000 for direct relief, and I will produce my first and last Kurt Reacts video to the Kurt J. Mac Guinness World Records feature video. I will record that and upload it, and I'll be sad about it, and I'll feel bad about myself. Even seeing the thumbnail. Ugh. It's just too much. It's too much, my friends. I don't know if I can do it, but that is what I declare. And farlandserbust.com is where you can go to donate and get us to that goal. That little 40% goal, just a measly $3,000 away. Obviously, not one person has to donate $3,000. It's a community effort, and I appreciate your support. Much appreciated. Indeed. Woo-wee, it's warm, isn't it? I mean, in the grand scheme of things here in Seattle, being mid-80s, not too warm, but the fact that we don't have central air conditioning, or any air conditioning, aside from portable air conditioning, makes it a bit more of a issue, particularly when your job includes having a very large heat-producing computer in your office. It's been hot everywhere. I hope everybody's doing fine. I hope everybody's taking care of yourselves and each other. It's dangerously hot in Japan. They're having record 100+ degree Fahrenheit weather. In Europe, it's super hot as well. Heat advisories just all across the globe. Global warming, you could say. The globals have been warming. And yeah, that sucks. This is apparently going to be the new norm. I don't know that this sort of thing is reversible. I don't know. I know there's a lot of new technologies looking at, like, removing CO2 from the air, converting it. And yes, I know, like, there's trees and things like that as well, but to the degree of which we have saturated the atmosphere with junk, with the greenhouse gases, yeah, it feels like it's just gonna be the new way of things. The new way of things. Which brings me to last episode's comments. That was surprising. A few people, just a few people, but a few very loud people. Apparently I talked about a topic that people took offense to and didn't agree with. And I just wanted to say, in the friendliest way possible, if you've been watching my videos for any amount of time, specifically for a duration of time, and you haven't already learned what my passions, my views, my opinions, the things that I fight for are, then maybe you've not been paying attention. Maybe you've not been paying any attention. Not even just close enough attention, but just any attention. Maybe if you're brand new, and maybe if only you've watched my YouTube videos, but certainly if you follow me on Twitter, or watched a single Twitch stream of mine, or even look at the people I follow, the channels I follow, that surprised me, is all I want to say about that, is it just surprised me. And if anything, it's a nice, convenient way to sort of weed some people out. It's a real convenient way for people to be just weeded out. And yeah, no, that's okay. Well, I guess Wolfie didn't want to go for a boat ride. So yeah, it's really no problem. The vast majority of you who are still here because you know these things and feel the same way, to varying degrees. You don't have to agree with everything I say, but yeah, that just caught me a little bit by surprise. I didn't know that there were any left. I thought I got rid of them all at the end of 2016, and other such times when I've talked about similar things. But anyway, it's not a. I don't call these controversial. It's only controversial if you choose the wrong side. Get lambasted to the moon. Let's go to sleep and continue in the morning. And awakeness. No. All right, let's use a boat for real this time, and hopefully Wolfie won't break it. Indeed. Yeah, and sorry, I just want to this is a shower thought of mine. No, not that one. The other one. There might be a very an approach that says maybe we should, instead of weeding them out, blocking them, whatever, we should sit down and talk to people about how the world works and these things and have discussions. But it's not, to me, this is my personal opinion, it's not my job to educate people on how to be kind, empathetic people with a forward-thinking and unselfish worldview. I grew up in the same world, and if, you know, particularly, yes, there's people who maybe don't grow up with TV or internet or friends or anything like that that can inform them of these varying, what's the word I'm looking for, diverse ideas and opinions. But if you're watching Far Lands or Bust, I'm going to assume you have similar, if not the same, access to the same information, resources, facts, and ability to research said facts as I do. And I didn't have anybody sit me down and educate me about these things, tell me what morals to have. I didn't spew such things and need to be corrected or blocked or whatever. So I don't feel like it's the duty. Yeah, duty. I don't think it's the duty of others to try to rationalize with someone who clearly isn't in the business of accepting rationalizations, truths, and whatnot. Anyway, we're digressing. We've digressed so much. How about that Guinness World Record video that I'm gonna maybe react to as soon as you guys raise $3,000 more for direct relief at farlandsbus.com. Wolfie's excited. So yeah, everybody be safe. Hot weather. It's gonna be a trend. Prepare yourselves. Check on your family, your friends, your neighbors. Stay cool. Stay out of the heat. Stay out of the sun. The sun is a deadly laser. We do have some more questions here. This one from what I'm assuming is a person that is named after a military rank and popular Mexican foods. But they ask, have you ever had an encounter with a non-internet celebrity that turned out differently than you expected? I think I've had the question, like, have you ever met a celebrity? I don't really think I have. Like, I remember when I was working at Circuit City, like a news... A news, like somebody from the local news came in, and I, like, recognized them because you see them on the TV or whatever. That wasn't a famous person. Like, they just wanted, like, an extension cord. Why did you go to Circuit City for an extension cord? But... yeah, I when I was little, I met some baseball players, I guess, on the White Sox. They have, like, family meet and greet days that I don't remember too much because I was, like, 8 or 9 years old. But I guess I had my picture taken with some pitchers or something like that who aren't famous anymore. Nobody remembers them from, like, the early 90s White Sox. I've seen performances of famous people live, comedians mostly. I think I might have met Gabriel Iglesias before he was big and famous like he is now, but at the time he's not a famous person. I was just seeing him in some local comedy club, and I knew people who worked at the club, so was hanging out afterwards, and he was hanging out with us afterwards momentarily before he, went back to his hotel or whatever. So, Yeah, no, I don't think I've really, like, met anybody famous. Like, I never try to either. Like, I never get, like, the VIP backstage passes for this. So yeah, no, I can't answer that because I don't have that experience. So that's a good question, but similar, like I said, to ones that have been asked before, I don't have it. I don't have it. He ain't got it. Whatever it is, I don't got it. Let me actually, speaking of what I got some Wolfie treats. Uh-oh, Wolfie? Oh, there he is. Ah, there he is. God, that scared me momentarily. Boop. What do we say? Are you... Now you are. Okay. We shared that last one. Boing. So, continuing on, though. Flu Powder, who we can all assume is not who they say they are, asks, what's the best meat you ever had? We were just talking about meat. I was very confused at the concept of turkey ham. Turkey that tries to taste like ham. I have ham for lunch most days, but I've also had turkey, sliced deli turkey. So this turkey ham concept threw me for a loop. But Fajitas, is wondering, what is the best meat you've ever had? Ah. Oh, probably. I don't remember what it was specifically, but I went to a tapas restaurant in north side of Chicago called Cafe Baba Riba. Very famous. Check it out. Hashtag sponsor. Not really. But they had... It was a tapas place, so there's, you get a bunch of dishes. We had cavalave, bacon wrapped dates, and various fried things, and cold dishes, and garlic, potato salad, But there was a meat, there was a steak. It's very small pieces of steak. I'm assuming it was some sort of fillet, but it was the first and only meat that literally melted in my mouth. It literally melted into a sea of flavorless, not flavorless, but flavorful enjoyment. I've never experienced steak. I'm not like a huge steak person, so I don't cook steak myself often. I don't go out for fancy steaks. If I do go to a steakhouse, I'm generally looking at what the cheapest options are because I'm not going to drop $40 on a steak. But it was really fantastic. And that I remember. It literally melted. Like, I didn't have to use my teeth at all. I could chew it between the top roof of my mouth and my tongue. Similarly, I'd say second on the list was my birthday in Arizona. We went out to it's a chain restaurant. There's actually one couple in the area here in Seattle. The Keg, which oddly doesn't have anything to do with kegs or beers or breweries. I mean, I'm sure they have beer, but the Keg Steakhouse, and their specialty is apparently the... what is it? What is it? What is it, Wolfie? You know steaks and meats. It's the really marbly one that's cooked real rare. Oh, it's on the tip of my tongue. The taste and the name of it. Yum, 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 yum. No, not Kobe. I'm not like the brand or name of, but like the cut. The cut. It's a cut. Prime rib. Prime rib. Prime rib steak. Which I don't think I'd ever had before that. Ever. As well. And that was very melty. not to the degree that the tapas babariba was, but that was very good. And like I'd always avoided it just because it seemed like one of those kind of specialty steaks. And because I generally, in steak, am not a huge fan of marbling, of the fat. It's I don't like the texture or the chewiness, but this was very good. It was very good for my birthday, and then they brought me out a slice of cake for my birthday, and I'm like, oh no, this isn't gluten-free. So they're like, oh no, we didn't know, I'm sorry. Even though they did know because I requested gluten-free, you know, for my dinner dish and whatnot. So then they let my dad, you know, the other people at the table eat that piece of cake, and then they brought me out a creme brulee, which is gluten-free. Creme brulee! Let's go to sleep! And creme brulee in the morning. And a steakness. So yeah, that guy, keep doing that. That time I actually lost some health. Dang it, Wolfie. I mean, that wasn't your fault, but... So yeah, I hear and see Good and Brian and now Justin are all talking about meats and steaks and sous vide. I just don't like that because of the way it's spelled. It looks weird as a word, and you say it weird compared to how it looks, so I'm never gonna do that. It also seems weird. Like, hermetically seal your food and put it in tepid water for a while. Enjoy. So yeah, I've never like gone out of my way for like a specialty steak. Like I've had venison and veal and various other things that just seem kind of novelty to me. And I've considered and continue considering the option of going vegetarian or perhaps vegan. And I think it would actually be kind of easy for me to do so, if not for the lunch. The lunch, like I said, ham sandwiches, turkey sandwiches, chips, original, not ruffled, original Lay's potato chips, and iced tea is like my go-to for lunch. I've been eating, I got salad stuff, so I've been eating a lot of salads for dinner. Because as one person in the house, I can't let it go bad, so I gotta eat it every night before it goes bad. That cucumber is gonna go bad. So yeah, I've considered that too, for both, not so much health reasons. I'm already pretty healthy, but, you know, those sort of societal, environmental, sort of animal concern for animals, those sort of opinions like we glossed over earlier that you should already know about me if you've been watching for any duration of time. Indeed. Oyster M, with a donation, asks, if you could be instantly good at any instrument, what would you play? Probably the guitar, because the guitar is cool. If you could play the guitar, you're a cool person, right? That makes you instantly cool. As long as you're not the type of person who goes to a house party, sees a guitar, picks it up, and starts playing it. Because that's just awkward and annoying. Don't be that person. But the guitar. Because I've tried. I own a guitar. I've tried to learn how to play guitar. But I've never buckled down and actually done it. I did kind of learn how to play the piano for a while through college. There were some classes I took. At the time, I was trying to achieve the Bachelor of Arts degree, only to realize I also needed, in addition to this elective arts class, music or whatever, I needed Spanish and just failed out of that completely. So yeah, probably the guitar. Piano's pretty cool, but the piano takes up a lot of space. I think piano is easier to learn because it doesn't require any sort of physical skill. You just have to have fingers, basically. It helps to have big hands like I do, I guess, but like the guitar, you gotta earn those calluses. Callusi? It's gonna sound like crap if you got soft fingers. Wind instruments, you gotta know what to do with your lips and tongue and spit and whatever. Like piano is like the only one where if you press a key, it sounds the same regardless of who you are when you press a key. It's just knowing when and how and where to press those keys. Right? That's my only thought about the piano. So I feel like if I could instantly know the guitar, then maybe I could pick up the piano on my own. For realsies. Indeed. Uncle Hermit, perhaps a new viewer, a new name that's been around the donation circuit. Uncle Hermit wants to know what the SunChips place is. It's a wonderful, magical mirror upside down, underworld, underground, in the sky, all around land that can only be reached via glitching, magical leet glitch hacks through the world of video games, through the bounds of the universal rules of certain digital realms. It comes from the Polygon series Carboys, where they were playing BeamNG.Drive well after I started playing it, so I don't know how they got so popular. Oh, right, because they're funny. They played with the Busto bus like we did. They came up with the name Busto as well. And inside there was the bag of SunChips. So whenever you would end up flying through the world or into the sky or into some sort of realm where you see the reflection of the skybox, it's the SunChips place. Go into the SunChips place. And I really just picked up on that somebody else's joke and have beaten it to death. That's kind of my style. So yeah, that's the SunChips place. But now it has transformed. It really took hold in PUBG when in the original Spawn Island lobby there were some places you could wriggle your way through the terrain vertices and fall through the world and end up in the SunChips place there. But it's also mostly in BeamNG.Drive or any game where we can accidentally glitch through a wall or whatever and then fall endlessly through space. We deem the SunChips place. And we have the emote here on Twitch for those of you if you'd like to subscribe. If you have Amazon Prime, you already have Twitch Prime. You could subscribe and get that SunChips place emote. Use it wisely. Excuse me? You also got a Busto emote as well. Emotes! The only reason you'll subscribe on Twitch. Trademark. So yeah, that's what the SunChips place is. Thank you very much for the donation and for asking. Oh, we recently found it in Wreckfest. In a Wreckfest stream. I don't know how many of you were there for that, but when I don't know if they fixed it either. If you paint the Combine, first you got to unlock the Combine through the career mode, and then you paint it. Boy, does it go on a magical journey. They did not change the size of the paint shop to accommodate the Combine, because it goes on a magical journey to the SunChips place. Ah, Wolfie! I almost just made you sit in the water. I narrowly avoided a creeper? It's daylight out. There's probably a hunk of grass. Indeed. Where are we at? Oh, this actually would have been good to answer after the guitar question, but this one, I'll start the next episode. I'll start episode 700 with a question from Doc Gratis, who had a very generous donation, which got us over this $17,000 mark for direct relief. So we'll start the next episode with that one, Doc Gratis. Worry not, I see you. Witness me. So yeah, 700 episodes are coming up next. In the next episode, I feel like it already gave us the prize earlier. Oh, we're gonna make our new iron stuff. You know, that stuff made out of iron. Let's look at our armor value. It's too low. Too dang low. Oh, speaking of which, maybe we'll get another one here. Oh no. Oh dear. I was really trying to go over there to see those caves, if I could make the hidey hole in those caves. Uh-oh, it's getting dark too. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's bad. Oh, he can't get here. Oh, dang it. Place these torches, my man. That's not a torch. Uh-oh. I'm really bad at this video game. I can't place torches. You're dead. Oh, there's another one. I mean, I'm sure it might have something to do with... Oh, there's skeletons as well. No, thank you. I don't want any of it. Okay. Well, I guess this is where we're starting the next episode, isn't it? Pow! Murdered. Let's hear Golden Apple. Aw. I mean, I guess I'll get my health back, huh? Bloink. Well then. Okay, let's actually get Wolfie down here. Wolfie? Wolfie. Don't fall, though. Please don't fall. Yes. Go the normal way. Well done. No, all the way. Hello. You, with the face. And the glasses. Yep, one more time. Just get down there, will you? Thank you. Let's secure this very unusual hidey hole. Oh look, some iron. Alright, let's properly illuminate this place. And yeah, remind everybody, farlandsorbust.com is where you can and should go if you'd like to donate to direct relief. Cemetery, sort of. Cemetery. Ah, whatever. Screw cemetery. So yeah, farlandsorbust.com. Donate to direct relief. I'm a little bit worried about these skeletons spawning and trying to murder me in my sleep. But that'll be alright. We've survived worse. Famous last words. Yeah. At $20,000, Kurt reacts to Kurt. Guinness World Record video. And then at $25,000, 50%, Kurt builds the Lego Saturn V rocket. Oh, there might be... Well, actually, there might be another chest somewhere. It's raining, everybody! It's raining! Well, let's look for that other chest in episode 700, shall we? Maybe that is when it will bless us with these rains. I mean, wow, it's really come down. Might as well get some more iron if we're going to be making some iron armor, right? Sorry, I'm really... There we go. Indeed. Let's get out our sword, just in case. And, yeah. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Kurt. I will see you in episode 700. Ha ha! Get lambasted!